I guess this took almost 3 hours, a little over 2.5. But you saw that the way people came together in a very peaceful way with the shared aspiration that the violence has to end and that the solutions lie within us. It lies within us who care about opportunities for people who grow up in an environment of hopelessness to change that situation, but also who realize that the presence of so many guns in society is something that cannot remain unchecked. We have to look for a way in which there is sensible gun policy. We also know that there's a responsibility of young people who turn to violence rather than ways in which they're going to live a productive life, to make prudent decisions. And pastors and parents, family members who have been victimized by violence, cry out to them this day that we want to be there with you. You don't have to turn to violence. There's another way forward. You heard the names of the hundreds of people whose names were called out today. Listen to those names. They're real people there, and they're real parents and family members who have lost loved ones. So I would appeal to all of you who are looking at violence as a solution to your problems or the way in which you get even with your disputes. Have compassion in your hearts. Know that the people who are dying today and those that are mourning their loss are just like your own family. And I would appeal to you to have that openness today. I'm happy to take any questions.
What do you mean by a sensible gun policy?
Well, I think that we have to make sure that we have the background checks for people that are also really verifiable. We have to make sure that those who sell guns abide by those laws, and also that we keep those high-powered weapons off of our street that do so much damage. So there are a number of proposals that have been put forward, and it's not the only solution, but it is part of the solution. I was very pleased by the diversity of the crowd. I know there are a lot of people who came from different parts of the city. I know I saw people from Lake County as well as Cook County here. Someone stopped me and said that they were in town and heard about it, and they're from Arizona. So we did draw a good diversity of young and old, people of different races and backgrounds. But it shows you that there's a shared aspiration. And just as that diversity marks this city, I think it's representative of the aspiration of this city that we can do better.
Cardinal, what do you think the next step is from here?
Well, I know what the next step is, and I outlined it last Tuesday when we had the press conference on the anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination. And that is, we're going to make sure that the various areas that we're already present are enhanced. We have a map that was given to the media at that time that shows not only where the violence is more predominant, but also where our services already are. So we're going to make sure that we continue to build on that. But we're also going to take new initiatives, as with the Catholic Charities effort at the bank building that was taken over in Austin. And we also have the Instruments of Peace Fund, by which we're going to look for ways and interest other donors to help neighborhood and community efforts that need additional support in order to continue the good work. But there's one other thing that I think I was thinking about in talking to elected officials here today, and that is we need a way in this city for leaders, ecumenical leaders, religious and civic leaders, to come together and help the various and disparate organizations, nonprofits that are doing good work each and every day, to come together and share their experiences. We really don't have a clearinghouse of all that. And I know that there are a lot of good people here in Englewood who are working each and every day, and yet we're not talking to each other. If we can be a force in the Catholic Church, with the city, with the county, with others, to bring all of that together so that we can share our best practices but also share resources, then I think we can make some real progress. But we're working in silos. and I think that we can do better there.
What do you have to say too about you said on Sunday that the Pope is going to also be praying for Chicago today. Can you address that?
Well, in fact, it's right at this hour that he's doing the Way of the Cross at the Colosseum in Rome, and as he said in the letter, as he walks that Way of the Cross, he will take us with him. He will accompany us in our walk. So it's really a happy coincidence that the time difference allows that really to be an actual fact. But I think I said as well on that occasion that the Pope is interested in nonviolence, not just for Chicago, but for the world. He sees people turning to violence to solve problems. And so that's why he dedicated his beginning of the year message for the World Day of Peace on the need for a fresh approach to the problems that we face in the world. We're a global community. We need to make sure that, as he says, the piecemeal world war that's going on today is something that we don't take as a new normal. We need to look at other ways in which the world solves its problems. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all for coming here. It's been a long day for you. You stayed with us, and it was really terrific of you to do it. Now give us some airtime. Thank you.
You got it.